This show is powered by BL3P, the Lightning-enabled European Bitcoin exchange.
Connect the build.
Rene Aaron, Get Albi, Austria.
Debugging can sometimes feel like a detective game. Have you ever spent hours debugging code only to find the issue was a simple typo or a missing semicolon in your Lightning project?
Yes.
Harry Kane is a professional English football player. Kane began his professional career at Tottenham Hotspur and made his senior debut for the club in 2009 and has since become their main striker. Last season, Kane transferred to Bayern Munich and continues what he's famous for, scoring goals. Will Kane become the top scorer in the Bundesliga this season?
No.
Making homemade pizza dough is a wonderful way to customize your pizza and ensure a fresh, delicious base for your toppings. You can experiment with adding herbs or garlic to the dough for additional flavor, or using part whole wheat flour for a nuttier taste and added nutrition. Adjusting the thickness of the dough will also change the texture of the final crust. Do you prefer a thin crust Italian-style pizza over the thicker American-style pizza?
Yes.
Many developers have their aha moment at odd hours. Have you ever solved a complex Lightning problem in your sleep or in the middle of the night?
Yes.
Saifedean Ammous is a Lebanese economist and author known for his work in the field of economics, particularly in the realm of Austrian economics and Bitcoin. Saifedean wrote 3 books. The Bitcoin Standard is your favorite book. Did you read the others too?
Yes.
Oktoberfest is a famous and much celebrated festival that originated in Munich, Germany. In its annual event, it's an annual event known for its lively atmosphere, beer, traditional Bavarian cuisine, music, and cultural activities. Do you always wear lederhosen while attending Oktoberfest?
No.
Tech conferences often have the best swag. Have you ever attended a Bitcoin conference mainly because you were excited about the geeky merchandise?
No.
Naming your Lightning node can be a creative process. Have you ever named your node something quirky or funny that reflects your personality or interests?
No.
Working across time zones can be challenging yet amusing. Have you ever had to wake up to an odd hour or schedule a meeting at a bizarre time due to your travels just to participate in a Lightning or Bitcoin related event?
No.
Are you Satoshi Nakamoto?
No.
Welcome to the Connected World Weekly Podcast. I'm Edward.
And I'm Steph. We are ready to take you with us into the beautiful world of the Lightning Network.
Enjoy the ride. This is episode 93 of Connected World, and this show is made possible by our friends from BL3P, the European Bitcoin exchange located in the Netherlands. Thank you for helping us out with our mission. And if you also want to help out, and of course you do, then follow us on Twitter, subscribe at YouTube, or if you have any questions at all, then head over to our Telegram group and ask us anything. And of course you can always make a donation. Conecta el mundo.
Welcome, Rene.
Welcome.
To the show. We had you in a quick talk before, but this is
welcome back.
An official episode.
Thanks
Podcast
for having me.
Yeah.
Great to be here.
Great.
I think it's a great time to have a proper episode with you, because there was so much time ago and so much things happened. And we always say a busy bee. Well, you're a busy bee because you have done so much things for the Lightning and Bitcoin community that, it's interesting to talk about those things later on.
Later on, because first of all, I really want to know who is going to be the top scorer in the Bundesliga, Rene, because, man, Kane is already, I think he scored 16 or 17 goals in 12 games, and you don't think he will become
Did he? Yeah, I'm not following it that closely this year. unfortunately, it's only on pay TV, and I just became a father, so I don't have that much time anymore to watch.
Oh, congrats, man! Congrats.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay. So, but and how is Dad's life then? What's yeah? I mean, you don't look that tired, to be honest.
Thanks. Yeah, it's great. We're enjoying it a lot. Yeah, a lot has changed. So a lot of night sessions and staying up late and like juggling the baby and
Yeah.
But yeah, we're enjoying it. Yeah,
Cool. And is it your first child?
So. Yeah.
Okay. So everything is new and unexplored, also.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's
New
great.
stuff happening. Yeah.
There's a lot to come. I can tell you that.
I've heard that before. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
I see two questions are funny when you combine them, because you said that that you sometimes make a typo when debugging code, and you also said that yes to the question that you had an aha moment at odd hours, and I think, well, maybe you're working too late, too long, and you make a mistake, and then just later on you see it. So is it true that that you're working too hard sometimes, or do you think?
I wouldn't say so. I often work late in the evening, and also during night. I feel most productive there.
Nobody's bothering you.
Yeah, and also I'm not that much of a morning person, maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, and I mean, regarding the typos and stuff, it's just, I think every dev shares that experience. Right. I think that you're spending hours and then you give up or sleep a night, and in the morning you come back and you just see the obvious reason why it hasn't been
That's
working.
Right.
You're just too tired to see it at the first.
Too tired and too digged into some
and then you get blindsided, right?
But you know, the crazy thing is, I know a lot of devs, but I used to make music, and all the people, the devs and the musicians and everyone says the same. It's the creativity is at its best in the evening and at nighttime, and this is so crazy, right? I mean.
Okay.
So I know a lot of people producing music, and then the best music is produced by night. I don't know why it is, but it's super crazy,
creativity. Right? I know. I don't know.
You're also a creative person, Edward, and I know that you that you also work.
No, that's right. Yeah,
during nighttime, right?
Yeah, and it's always creative ideas always come when doing something common. So brushing your teeth, just doing
showering,
taking a shit.
Showering. Yeah. Well, but to not receive more information, but just to be in yourself, and that works. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. If nobody bothers you, then you can be the most creative.
And you guys, you did a quick talk, but it was 1.5 years ago or something. Time flies when you're having fun. They say.
I think when we were just putting up the site, Steph.
Yeah.
Ramon started it and saw your widgets on 20uno. And thought, well, this is what we need. That was great, because
for the people who missed the quick talk, what did you explain, Rene, in that quick talk?
A good question. Well, it's like 1.5 years ago, and I was also just starting out with developing stuff. It was the first, I think, Bold.fun hackathon that took place back then. And I participated there, and I think I even won, the 3rd place or something. And what I did was basically I created this kind of widget that you can embed on your website, your blog, or whatever, and it allows your visitors to donate to your site or to your cause in a very convenient way, I would say. And for website publishers, it's super easy to integrate. You just copy and paste like a little script tag, and that's really it. Yeah.
Well, the interesting is that we talked at that time also about the user friendliness and design parts to making it more visual, but also more easy to use. And I think with all the developments that came in between, the focus on user friendliness is immense now, because now is the time. It's bear market, so we have the time to think about the onboarding process or things like that. So it's interesting that I see it here in the script from a year and a half ago, and we're still talking about it. But I see progression. So maybe you started it all.
I don't think so, but yeah, maybe a little part of it.
Yeah, put it in your profile.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you Edward said already, you're a busy bee. Can you tell us the projects you're working on currently? Because there are a lot, right?
Yeah, sure. So besides, like doing some little project like this widget, I was focusing on creating a payment terminal for vending machines during the recent months. Actually, I'm still working on it. It's not done. And at Albi, we're busy creating like easier to use and easier to develop solutions for developers and also users, and make Lightning part of your daily life, hopefully. Yeah.
Cool, nice, man. Okay, yeah. Well, we have questions about the vending machine and about ILB, but it has to be in the 21 minutes, Rene. So if you're ready, we would really love to enter that part and ask those questions to you.
Sure, let's do it.
All right.
Conectează lumea.
Well, as you said before, you're working amongst other things on Albi, light sets, and Bitcoin payment terminals for vending machines. Let's start with those vending machines. What are the difficulties you're experiencing while trying to equip existing vending machines with Lightning payment possibilities?
Yeah. So I think one of the first learnings was to like learn about how vending machines work in general. The cool thing about vending machines is that they also have kind of an open protocol inside of them. So coin acceptors or bill changers, they all speak the same protocol, and you can literally hook different types of coin changers into different vending machines. And that allows you to also have this modular approach with payment terminals. And I tried to create such a MDB terminal because that allows you to instantly install this device into like a big chunk of every vending machine there is on this world. And this protocol isn't like very easy to use. It's very technical, and I'm not that much into hardware development actually, or I was not.
I would say so.
And so I took a deep dive there. We created the prototype. I think that was actually the main challenge there. But as soon as we had the prototype, we had to also like talk to customers, to existing customers, and see like, okay, who would be willing to integrate this terminal into their vending machines? Who would be willing to pay money actually? Because we can't just give it away for free as much as we'd love to. There are obviously there are. Currently, it's more or less enthusiasts who are interested in this solution, who see like a future for the Lightning Network and see those potential use cases. But also on the business side, it's super interesting to shed a light on how or to learn how all of these traditional payment processors worked, and like they charge for some vending machines, they charge really large percentages of all the transaction costs. they have minimum amounts, so vendors pay up to 10 or 15% of the product price just in transaction fees.
Incredible.
So it's kind of
it's
a
nice
real
business
use case to also sell it to them. Yeah.
And how many vending machines do you have at home right now? Because I can imagine that you have to, but you have to test it, right? I mean, you can't test it just.
They're actually too big. I would love to have one at home, but I don't have like a huge garage or something. So I always have to drive to this vending machine company to test stuff out. I develop at home and then I take these things with me and see if it works together.
Is it a do-it-yourself thing? So you're actually creating some hardware modular thing that people can place inside of it themselves, or is it important that you do the work?
I think the goal is to have people install it themselves. I mean, oftentimes if you're a vending machine like a vending machine operator, you have some technical company in the background that takes care of this stuff, and they configure those payment terminals for you. And I think that could be very similar for this payment terminal as well. So they could help you set up this terminal, then you would just get your money on your wallet.
People need a guide and need to be trained to change or add this feature to existing vending machines.
Mm-hmm.
And do they need to configure the hardware? I mean, there's not a free slot or something, right? They have to drill a hole or something. How does it work?
Glue it inside.
No. There are very different vending machines out there. Most of them have a standardized slot for payment terminals, so they have certain dimensions that you can follow, and that will make it fit. However, if they already have a credit card terminal, let's say, oftentimes there isn't like much space for a second or a third one even. And then we had to get creative. So now we also have like a screen-only version that you can attach behind the glass with some magnets.
Cool.
And so we're also 3D printing some cases there.
Yeah. Because I've seen them with the module with the NFC card. Credit card or a bank card, and with an antenna on top, and the antenna is so it can transact instantly through the internet and stand alone. So the business where the vending machine is doesn't need to attach it with their internal network. So it's very easy.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, then you need another thing. On top inside.
The question is: are there already working vending machines that people can use? Because I really would love to test one. Where are they, man?
It makes me very curious.
Yeah, currently we're like going with them on different conferences and stuff,
awesome.
showing stuff around. And we're also in the process of setting the first vending machines up in our area.
Mm-hmm.
But currently, we're also developing like a more advanced version. The first one was a Raspberry Pi, and it's just a full computer which is like doing nothing all the time, and is much it's just too expensive, really. So currently I'm working on a lightweight version, embedded kind of version of this terminal, which will also be a lot cheaper, and hopefully
sounds better.
We'll be able to pitch it to more people. Yeah.
And you said in your region, but what is that region?
It's in the western part of Austria.
Okay. Yeah. And what you're saying about the conferences, I think that's a great idea, of course, to have people see those vending machines and try it out and use it. That's a great use case, of course. And then people get to know them. and understand that it's possible. And all those people have also jobs somewhere where they can say to their manager, we need a vending machine with lightning. So
definitely,
also.
I think like we've had two similar events, like the Bitcoin block, for instance, which is an educational kind of event at the mall, and it's just a super way to really show how awesome lightning is, because people who don't know this stuff, they have a hard time figuring out how this stuff will work. But if you give them just, I don't know, €5 in Bitcoin, and they can buy, I don't know, some chocolate or some water from the vending machine, and it just works.
They can experience it.
Oh wow, that really that was seamless.
Yeah. Well, if you can place one in the region of Fugen, because I'm going to do a ski holiday in March next year. So, cool. But I think Fugen isn't west enough, right?
Yeah, no, it's a bit east. Yeah,
more through Lech or that region.
Yeah.
But it's too expensive,
it's
man.
Too expensive.
Yeah, Lech is a very expensive area.
I don't go there as well.
Okay, cool. And well, let's also talk about LB, because we all see that now is the time to focus even more on interoperability and ease of use of Lightning apps and wallets. Is it indeed the current main focus of LB? So the interoperability?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. I mean, we have the extension and everything, and it's really kind of a core thing we were always trying to do. But like taking this even one step further, and maybe allowing users to use Lightning without first having to install an extension, wouldn't that be even more powerful? And that's the idea we're trying to push a bit with Nostr Wallet Connect and Bitcoin Connect and these kind of things.
Yeah, because, you're saying it's Bitcoin Connect, the ultimate way to enable users to access their Lightning Wallet everywhere on the web and on every device. That's the advertisement, of course. But what is it, and how does it work? Yeah. Because it sounds like magic. Everybody wants this. This is just what it needs to be. Easy, connecting everything, interoperable. How does it work?
So maybe let's shed a light on it from two sides, from the user side and from the dev side, because both are quite interesting. For users, it allows you to choose from different wallets. It doesn't really matter whether you have an extension, whether you have Mutiny, let's say, or you even bring your own Nostr Wallet Connect that is installed on your own Umbrel node or whatever. It offers the same ways of paying, really. And for the developer, on the other hand, it abstracts away all these complexities. So you, as a developer, you just integrate Bitcoin Connect and you're done, and you don't need to necessarily care about the underlying connectors. It's very much like what we do with the extension, but even taking it one step further and allowing users to connect without having the extension. And what you do basically is with like Nostr Wallet Connect, you go to Bitcoin Connect. We created some UIs in there. So you have a connect button. It will display the balance of your wallet. And you can initiate payments on a website. You will see payment prompts. And all these kind of things will be handled for you. And not every developer, like especially for hackathon projects where you have some kind of time pressure, it's just a super awesome way to get started. You drop these widgets in, and you can start facilitating payments.
And let's discuss a bit how BitConnect ensures compatibility across various browsers and devices, because given the diverse ways people access the web, does it, for example, also work on a mobile device?
Yeah, that's one cool thing, because you don't necessarily need an extension. You could also use this, and actually projects have already integrated it. So Zap.stream, for instance, I think added it recently. And you can use it on your mobile. You have really seamless payments where you can zap people without like pulling up like your wallet and confirming in there, but it's just a one-click payment, and you can do micro payments or bigger ones, whatever.
Hey, and those connectors, what you're talking about, well, LB Mutiny, L and Bits, Nostr Wallet Connect. How did you manage to make it interoperable with all these connectors? And is it endless?
What do you mean with endless? Sorry.
Well, for example, to connect it with other wallets or your own nodes, for example.
Yeah, I mean, you need some kind of integration point, so it won't work, for instance, with your Phoenix or Moon wallet or something.
No.
There are certain things you or some requirements that you need to have. The node needs to be, or you need a computer that is always online currently. And Nostr Wallet Connect is a very cool way of solving this problem of making your node reachable from the outside. Technically, it's not reachable, but there is a way of communication between the website you're paying on and your node through relays, and that's a really powerful way of connecting your own node, for instance, because you don't have to go through firewall settings and NAT traversal and setting up domains and static IPs or doing
that's
DNS.
not user friendly at all. No, indeed.
It's yeah, exactly.
And BitConnect uses WebLN, the open protocol for Lightning on the web. Can you explain to our listeners shortly what WebLN is and why WebLN is so important to build tools like Bitcoin Connect?
Sure. WebLN, I would say, tries to unify Lightning APIs. So WebLN defines ways of sending payments, of making invoices, of getting information about your node, let's say. And you as a developer, you can just look at WebLN and you don't need to know about all the details that are happening in the specific implementations of wallets or nodes. Yeah, that's the powerful thing about WebLN.
Cool.
And when connecting with Bitcoin Connect, it gives you an option to set your monthly limit. And it's standard on maximum, so then you can spend it all. What is the best explanation to beginners when setting up in regard to security of their Bitcoin funds?
That's very much up to you, I would say, whatever you feel comfortable with. But yeah, if you say it's just a good way as like some fallback security mechanism, because you don't want like this app to be able to spend all your funds. It wouldn't even need to be a bad actor or something, but it could also be like some script that is injected. We've seen what happened with all the Nostr clients that where you pasted your private key and this kind of thing. So it's just responsible sapping, I would say, to add some budget. I don't know, say, I don't know, $50 a month, so or whatever you feel comfortable with. And then you know, okay, I can't go beyond this limit.
Yeah. And are there technical limitations to Bitcoin Connect? And what are some of the future updates we can expect?
Yeah, I mean, technical limitations currently you would need, if you want to run your own or use your own node, you need an instance of Nostr Wallet Connect to be able to use it. So on Umbrel, you can just install another application. I hope others will follow. Mutiny now implemented Nostr Wallet Connect, so you could use them. Future plans, I hope we can integrate some more of these applications in future. There are different wallet providers out there that are still not in this list, but also maybe even taking it one step further. So now we have this very seamless payments that you can also integrate in games. One colleague of mine just built a Sappy Flappy Bird.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sappy Bird.
Yeah. Sappy Bird, which is like you pay for every jump you do, one sat, and if you make a new high score, you can claim the whole pot there is. So it allows for those seamless experiences, but we're also seeing a lot of people like building more traditional payment flows, where it would be useful to also pay with your Lightning wallet. That makes no sense for a game because you can't pay this fast. You will all that doesn't work. But for more traditional use cases like e-commerce or more like one-time purchases or these kind of things, we're planning to integrate some cool backup QR codes or copy invoice kind of screens. So you don't have to implement this all over if you're creating a new project. But again, you can just add those libraries and it will, they will have a nice UX on your website. Yeah.
If someone is interested in the game, the Zappy Bird, then go to the Bitcoin Connect website, because there you can see it in action. I played with it. It was fun. Hey, you also worked on the Lightsets project, which was built during the Bolt.fun Legends of Lightning tournament. And it's meant to be an on-ramp via tips and gifts for no corners. Find that specifically interesting. So people who are new to Bitcoin. And in the pitch video of Juan Gomez, also a developer who worked on it, he mentioned a detailed onboarding guide for new users. Can you expand a little bit on how Lightsets works and how you cater to the varying levels of tech savviness? Because that makes it difficult, of course.
Yeah. So with Lightsets, you have an easy way to gift Bitcoin to someone else. I've also tried that quite sometimes, but the problem I saw also was that a lot of people just end up having the sats in their wallet. Maybe even they changed their phone and they didn't remember they have some sats in there, and so they're basically lost. So our idea was, okay, let's integrate this educational part into this gifting journey. And as you gift Bitcoin to someone else, they would go through this flow. They would learn about Bitcoin, like only very essential parts. And after that, they are guided through downloading a wallet and withdrawing the sats. And if they do so, they get their money. It's very easy. But if they not, the sats return to you. That's the awesome part, right? So they
no
are
cure,
not
no
lost
pay.
anymore. Exactly.
Cool. Yeah, I think we run out of time, Edward, right?
Yeah, I have so many Lightsets questions, but because I find it very interesting to cater to those new corners. I mean, that's really great.
Yeah, man. But we have to invite Edward of Rene into a future show, man.
yeah, we must do that. And of course, Lightsets, you can check it out, and hopefully it will bring new Bitcoiners.
That's the goal.
Cool.
世界をつなぐ
Well, we have one question left for you, Rene, and it has it's lightning bingo, but it isn't the real bingo. We just prepared 3 questions from previous guests, and you may choose from one of them. It's a question from Brandon Green. He's from BTC Inc., organizing the Bitcoin Amsterdam conference and obviously the Bitcoin conference in America. Severin Bueller from Synonym or Henrik from Torque?
I would go for Severin.
Cool.
Severin. All right.
Hi, I'm Severin from Synonym, and my question is, what is the one single feature as a Lightning Wallet user that you think would improve the Lightning Wallet experience the most?
I would say on a web, it's more seamless payments still. I hate to pull up my phone. I really do, and pay those things online. So I think making that process more seamless is, yeah, and it just highlights how much better Lightning really is than traditional payment rails, probably. Yeah. And we're just starting out, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're so early. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Conecta el mundo.
Well, thanks, Rene, for the
thanks
for the talk, and we will definitely invite you in one of the future shows to ask you all the questions we had.
And then you have multiple new projects.
Hopefully.
So we have a lot of questions more. So, hey, where can people follow you, Rene?
You can find me on Twitter. You will also find my NPub there. In case you're on Nostr, and my website is 21.net. You will find all the details on there.
And your Twitter handle is Rene Aaron, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Underline Rene.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, thanks again. And to everybody else, thanks for listening. And thanks for the members who are participating in our Satoshi Radio Rings of Fire. And of course, thanks to everyone helping to connect the world with us. So if you like our content, then please support us in our mission. Visit our website, connecttheworld.live, where you can also donate and subscribe, like, and share our content on your favorite platform. We need you to complete our mission, so keep those nodes running, sats flowing, and rings burning. And see you all next week on the same Lightning channel. Adios, Rene.
Cheers.
Bye, guys.